Hello, Future Sharks, and welcome to our application webinar for our Master of Science programs. My name is Angelica Zadak, and I represent the Graduate Admissions Department at Nova Southeastern University's College of Computing and Engineering, or the CCE for short. As a heads up, everyone will be muted during this presentation for the best sound quality. The goal of this presentation is going to be to guide you through our application processes, requirements, and provide suggestions to help you prepare for a competitive application for our graduate programs at the CCE. So let's dive right in. We currently have 7 Master of Science degree programs, consisting of 10 courses for a total of 30 credits each. These include computer science, cybersecurity management, data analytics, information assurance and cybersecurity, information systems, information technology, and technology and organizational leadership. These courses are available online, on campus, or as a combination of both. Please keep in mind, some programs offer mostly online courses and may not be suited for students who require all or mostly on-campus courses. If that's your requirement, contact us and we'll be happy to discuss these programs in more detail. On average, it takes between 12 to 24 months of coursework for you to complete your degree. And it also depends on the amount of coursework you plan to take during the semester and if you plan on being a full-time or part-time student. I'll go into more detail about this in a little bit. You'll also be able to take up to 4 courses per semester and have a maximum of 5 years to complete your degree. So let's talk about the admission requirements. You'll need a bachelor's degree with a 2.5 overall GPA, online application with $50 application fee, all official transcripts, resume, and program-specific admission requirements. To go over some of these items in detail, you want to give some sufficient time to submit your official transcripts. We do accept copies of transcripts for review purposes. However, note that if you're admitted, it would be on a provisional status, meaning you'll only be able to register for the first term, and you would not be able to receive an I-20 or financial aid. Once you do submit those official transcripts, then you would be fully admitted and can receive the I-20, financial aid, and other benefits that depend on your full admission. Especially in these circumstances, we recommend you submit all of your official documents ASAP. If you have recently graduated and your degree has not been conferred, make sure to request for that transcript after your degree is conferred as soon as possible. You can also apply to our graduate programs while you're enrolled in your last semester. To do this, you must submit the official transcript from your current institution showing degree in progress and a degree verification letter confirming your expected graduation date. If admitted, you'll then be required to submit the final official transcript showing your degree conferred. Keep in mind, the admissions committee considers both your academic and professional background. Definitely include all of your academic experience and any related professional experience. Overall, you can add additional documents to strengthen your application, such as standardized test scores, letters of recommendation, and certificate. And get ready for this one. The GRE is not required. You can email any additional documents directly to us and we'll add them to your application for you. So, aside from the general requirements for our graduate programs, program-specific requirements highlight the kind of requirements that are specific to the degree program of your interest. Essentially, it's the background knowledge that the admissions committee looks for in a potential candidate. In addition, if you do not necessarily have the adequate background that's needed for a particular degree program, you may be required to take one or more prerequisite course during the first semester of your program. I highly recommend looking into the program-specific requirements on our website before applying. I'll show you where to find this at the end of the presentation. Also, I recommend watching our academic program guidance webinar on our YouTube channel, where we dive a little bit deeper into this. For international students, in addition to these requirements listed, you'll need a foreign transcript evaluation if your degree was completed outside of the US, and an English proficiency score listed here if English is not your native language. We won't need an official transcript from your university if you have it evaluated or require evaluation. Please allow sufficient time to submit your evaluation reports and tests, as the processing and sending of these documents could take some time. As a reminder, if you need an I-20, you must be fully admitted. So we recommend submitting all official documents as soon as you can. For our MS programs, there are 3 terms in a year: winter, summer, and fall. The summer 2021 term begins May 10th, and it's the next available semester, and it will be 12 weeks long. I am also very excited to let everyone know that starting fall 2021, our semesters will be available in the winter and fall as 2 8-week sessions, and for the first 8-week session during the summer. As I mentioned earlier, there are 10 courses per MS program, and it takes between 12 to 24 months to complete your master's program on average. Students also typically take 2 courses per term, with the courses being 8 weeks long. With the courses being 8 weeks long, you can complete 4 courses per term while only taking 2 courses at a time, giving you the ability to complete your degree in 1 year. And I think this is especially great for our working professionals. We also want to assure you that even though the length of the courses are shorter, the focus remains on giving you a quality education. And the courses are also being redesigned to ensure that the material is manageable within that time frame. To ensure a decision can be made for your desired semester, applications are required. All required documents must be ready for review at least 1 month prior to the start of the term. I highly recommend you submit your application and all required documents by the preferred deadline. For international students, we actually recommend you submit all documents at least 2 months prior to the start of the term. Late applications that can't be processed in time for the desired semester will be considered for the next available semester, and your application will be good for a year. Please keep in mind, admission decisions are made on a rolling basis, so we accept applications all year long. Now, let's see what your admissions process will look like. Once you begin your application online, you can submit your required documents by the preferred deadline. Once your application is submitted, our review committee will oversee your application. This may take 1 to 2 weeks for a master's application. Once the committee reviews your application, you'll receive a decision letter. And this is where it gets exciting. If you're admitted as a student, we'll connect you with one of our incredible graduate advising staff members. They're the ones who will help you register for your first courses as an official graduate student at the CCE. Here, I want to emphasize again that if you are provisionally admitted, we recommend you submit your official documents as soon as possible. So let's see how you would start with the application process. The first step is creating an account. make sure to create a new graduate account. Please keep in mind the email you use will be your permanent username for this account. This means that you can change the email where you receive communications from us later on, but when you sign back in, you would use the email that you originally created the account with as your username. And don't worry if you forget your password. All you have to do is click Forgot Your Password on the screen and follow the instructions. You can also use the 800 number at the bottom of the screen. The direct link to the application is apply.nova.edu. And I'll also show you how to get to this application from our website at the end of the presentation too. Step 2 is starting your application. You can save your application and still make changes to it, such as the term or major later on. Step 3 is the big one, submitting your application. If you need to make changes to the term or major, just let us know and we'll help you out. The fourth and final step is submitting your documents or supplemental items. This is where you can view your application status, see all the required documents needed, and upload certain documents such as your resume. Now, let me show you the website so you can see what I was talking about. This is the CCE home page. The quickest way to get here is by typing in computing.nova.edu. And no matter where you go on the CCE website, you can always click Apply here on the top right-hand side. Once you click on the button, you can see the graduate and professional application page, which takes you to the portal we just saw through the presentation. On the home page, what I like to use to navigate are these tabs up here. You want to click on the Graduate and Professional tab. And through here, you can see the tuition and cost breakdown and the admissions section. In the admissions section, you can see everything we talked about here today, especially the MS requirements. Here, you get a great breakdown of things like term dates and deadlines, admission requirements, program-specific requirements, and international admission requirements. Speaking of, there is a page just for international students here, where it goes a little bit further into detail about what's needed. You can also check out some FAQs, frequently asked questions, if you have any questions and want to see if they've been answered before. And you can see what admission events we have coming up. All you have to do is select the one that you want and register. If you missed anything, don't worry. You can go to our YouTube channel right here. And on our YouTube channel, we have information on programs. We have some events that have happened at the CCE before. And we have admission information. So you can review webinars just like this one anytime you want and show it to anyone who might be interested in learning more. Another thing that you should definitely do when you visit the NSU CCE YouTube page is subscribe and hit the notifications button so you get notified whenever something new happens at the CCE. Now, back to the webinar. Before I begin the Q&A, I just want to say thank you all very much again for joining our MS application webinar. This presentation will be available on the CCE YouTube page, just like you saw before. So now you know how to get there. And feel free to share with anyone that you think would be interested. You might have questions that are specific to you, so feel free to ask us. We don't bite. Use the information that you see here on the screen to send us an email or give us a call. I highly encourage you also to book an appointment with one of our admissions counselors so they can help you out one-on-one. And also make sure to stay connected with us on social media. We are on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, like you just saw, and LinkedIn. Now, I'd like to introduce Leavenly, who will be here to help you with your questions. You can type questions in the Q&A box or raise your hand to ask a question out loud. Leavenly?
Hello, Future Sharks. Thank you, Angelica. Yes, everyone, my name is Leavenly. Easy to pronounce and to remember. Think of heavenly, but Leavenly. Yes, you can go ahead and type in your questions. If you have any questions, we are here to assist you. Again, I am one of the admission counselors, and I'm here Monday through Friday. We are actually Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, and you can always link to our main website and click on Ask Admissions and click and book an appointment with one of us. Again, my name is Leavenly, so you can go ahead, and if you have any questions, I'll give you a few minutes. Go ahead, type it up. We're right here for you. I'll give you a few minutes.
Okay, if we don't have any questions here today, make sure to, again, send an email to Leavenly or one of our other admissions counselors, and they would be so happy to help you out, get started on your journey. Thank you all again for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful day today.